I would give very high marks. I think, we are worthy of winning the Miss Constitution, Miss World Constitution, sash and crown and tiara. One thing that people are beginning to really get to know is the preamble, because during the CAA protests, a lot of people were reading the preamble out in public places and were on social media and so on. I've heard of some police officers putting copies of the preamble in English and Hindi in their police station walls, things like that. The preamble is getting known, but is there anyone other than professional lawyers who knows the entire Constitution and all the 103 amendments? I'm not sure that that's really the case with the average citizen of India, and nor should we expect it to be. We already have one of the longest constitutions in the world. It would be unreasonable to expect people to know it inside out. What they should know, however, is that there is a constitution. It guarantees our democracy, our human rights, and that if there is an issue where you feel a sense of being aggrieved, you can turn to lawyers and say that surely this is not permitted under our constitution, and you may well be right.
Right.
Well, we've had over 100 amendments, but I'm not sure that's part of the weakness of the Constitution. In some ways, the fact that the Constitution can be amended is a sign of its inherent strength and flexibility. When you think some of our neighboring countries have already been through 3 or 4 different constitutions, ours was designed in such a way that given enough political will, you can amend it. And that means that you're in a position to keep the Constitution flexible in terms of current needs and current priorities. So I don't see this as a weakness yet. And certainly the basic structure doctrine in any case gives it a bedrock foundation that cannot be lightly tampered with. So I would say the Constitution has stood the test of time. I would say that that if the government were to amend the Constitution in the direction of creating a Hindu Rashtra or making Hindi the official national language or any of these other pet themes that we've heard BJP MPs articulate from time to time, then I think there will be resistance. Since you have a majority, and this is very much a majoritarian government, you actually have a greater duty to be sensitive to and to respect the needs and wishes of the minorities. I would give very high marks. I think, we are worthy of winning the Miss Constitution, Miss World Constitution, sash and crown and tiara. But the point is, as Ambedkar Sahib himself said, he said that a constitution is only as good as its implementation. So a good constitution can be wrecked by bad implementation, and a bad constitution can be made good by good implementation. So a lot depends on how we make it work. And there have been ups and downs, and certainly in recent years we have the real impression that much of the spirit of the constitution has been given the let go. Even something like the Citizenship Amendment Act, which for the first time introduced a religious criterion for the grant of fast-track citizenship. It drives a coach and horses through the entire concept of a constitution where your religion, your caste, your language, your region are not supposed to matter in terms of your rights as a citizen. So all of these things, to my mind, are troubling.